Use 1. The results of actions that happen in the past is essential in the present. It is not essential when the action happened. I have washed the dishes. Use number 2. Recently completed actions. He has just cleaned the bathroom. Use 3. States beginning in the past and continuing. For example, we have lived in Mexico since 1998. Use 4. Together with lately, recently, and yet. For example, I have been to Tlaxcala recently. Present perfect. It is constructed by the subject plus the auxiliary have or has plus the verb in past participle. For the subjects I, we, you, and they, we use the auxiliary have. For example, I have studied, we have studied, you have studied, or they have studied. And for the subjects she, he, and it, we use the auxiliary has. For example, she has studied, he has studied, or it has studied. Signal words: just, yet, never, already, ever, so far, up to now, recently, since, for. Affirmative sentences in the present perfect. Regular verbs. Long forms. I have washed my clothes. You have washed your clothes. He has washed his clothes. Contracted forms. I've washed my clothes. You've washed your clothes. He's washed his clothes. Affirmative sentences in the present perfect. Irregular verbs. Long forms. I have made my bed. You have made your bed. He has made his bed. Contracted forms. I've made my bed. You've made your bed. He's made his bed. Negative sentences in the present perfect. Regular verbs. Long forms. I have not cleaned the table. You have not cleaned the table. He has not cleaned his house. Contracted forms. I haven't cleaned the table. I've not cleaned the table. You haven't cleaned the table. You've not cleaned the table. He hasn't cleaned the house. He's not cleaned the house. Negative sentences in the present perfect. Irregular verbs. Long forms. I have not done the laundry. You have not done the laundry. He has not done the laundry. Contracted forms. I haven't done the laundry. I've not done the laundry. You haven't done the laundry. You've not done the laundry. He hasn't done the laundry. He's not done the laundry. Questions in the present perfect. Regular verbs. Long forms. Have I washed the clothes? Have you washed the clothes? Has he washed the clothes? There are not contracted forms in questions in the present perfect. Questions in the present perfect, irregular verbs. Long forms. Have I done the laundry? Have you done the laundry? Has he done the laundry? There are not contracted forms in questions in the present perfect. Past participle. Regular verbs in past participle are formed with the verb in infinitive plus ed. For example, I walked for 5 hours. Walk, walked. Irregular verbs in past participle can be found in the third column of the chart of irregular verbs. For example, I have not eaten Vietnamese food. The difference between do and make. Household. Do proposes an action of some kind and has a very strong connection with work. Therefore, almost all household chores use the verb do. The exception is make the beds. For example, do the dishes, do the laundry, and do the house chores. Make gives the idea of constructing something with your hands and creating something that was not there before. In the home, you use make with cooking. For example, make a cup of tea, make a cake, make a sandwich, or make supper.